They see the change, the tone, but they couldn't handle that. Nope, they couldn't handle that. If they really knew the fact, yeah, they really don't know. To have a gift, it is a curse. To be the light, you must feel the burn. Given the power to move a tide, now shake the sea.
Hello guys, welcome to my channel where we discuss popular mainstream music, and you see the title, okay? And we're gonna be talking about, is Cynthia Erivo the next Whitney Houston? Okay, is Cynthia Erivo the next Whitney Houston? But before we get into that, if you enjoyed the little snippet of music in the beginning of this video, that is my single. Check it out, guys. I'd really appreciate it. All you have to do is type my name, Sam Dolphin, on the YouTube search bar, and all my music will pop up, including my videos. And you can also check it out on all music streaming platforms. My music on Spotify, Apple Music, you name it. So definitely check it out, guys. I'd really appreciate it. So getting back into the video, and yes, you see the title, is Cynthia Erivo the next Whitney Houston? Now the answer is no. I know some of you guys are like, what? They could never be another Whitney Houston. And you're absolutely 100% correct. They can never be another Whitney Houston. I'm a huge Whitney Houston fan. It could never be replicated. However, that's just all clickbait. I really want to open the discussion of Cynthia Erivo as a music artist, because she's going into that. She's already recorded her own album and everything. And the reason why I brought Whitney Houston is that she is an archetype of a Whitney Houston-esque type of artist, something we don't see a lot, which means she's an incredible vocalist, very classy, and an incredible vocalist, vocal performer. Incredible. And it's a type of archetype of a music artist we haven't seen in a minute, okay? In a minute, okay? A real true vocalist who just dresses classy and gives an amazing vocal performance, okay? And Cynthia Erivo, with her style, her class, and her vocal ability, it's giving that, okay? It's giving that. So it's not that we're not saying really she's gonna be the next Whitney Houston. That's, you know, that's never gonna happen. What we're saying is we're comparing her to an archetype of a Whitney Houston type of artist, okay? Because we don't see this archetype, okay, at all. We don't see this a lot, all right? A strict vocalist. A lot of artists have all the gimmicks, and Cynthia Erivo is a serious vocalist and a classy, beautiful one. Okay, so if you don't know Cynthia Erivo, you might be living under a rock, because she is Alphaba in Wicked, and that has set her out there as a mainstream public figure. Okay, and she does an incredible job. I mean, her vocal performance in Wicked is absolutely amazing, and it's why I'm making this video. But she did an incredible job, and now she's signed. She actually created an album. And so she has music as well too. So this is a possible career venture for her. Okay, she's done a lot of theater, lots of acting, and now she has music as well too. She's been signed to a label. She's gotten a whole album done. Ariana has listened.
Doing this really bad thing where I tease what's coming, but all of my favorites are on her upcoming album, and I'm not kidding. Okay. And it's coming, and it's unbelievable. Thank you. And no, it's insane.
So there's a possible music career in the works, okay? It's steaming up, it's in the works, and this makes me excited because Cynthia Erivo is such an incredible vocalist, such an incredible artist. And again, her archetype of the type of artist that she is something we don't have a lot of. A true vocalist with maturity, okay? Great performance, classy. So if you don't know Cynthia Erivo, okay, she is an incredible performer. She started off in Broadway, okay. One of her biggest Broadway acts was her role as Celine in The Color Purple. The Color Purple got relaunched again in 2015, and she played from 2015 to 2017, and she won the Tony for Best Actress for her role as Celine, which she did an incredible job at, very well deserved. She also won a Grammy. Okay, The Color Purple, the whole cast won a Grammy for Best Album. Okay, Best Musical Album. Okay, and she also won an Emmy for Best Vocal Performance on a TV daytime station. So she's close to winning an EGOT. She's really close to winning an EGOT. She has a Grammy, she has an Emmy, and she has a Tony. So this is an incredibly talented, very well awarded girl. And if you've seen her performances on The Color Purple, it is freaking phenomenal. I mean, she is incredibly talented. So she has an album and a record deal, okay? And I'm looking at this as, is she also going to be the next music star, the next pop star, R&B star? Is she going to be the next big musical act with all the momentum and talent that she has? Now, when I look at her performances, it really screams like Whitney Houston, not in terms of like she's doing exactly what Whitney Houston's doing, but again, the archetype of the artist that she is. So her performance Stand Up at the 2020 Oscars, incredible performance. Gorgeous. She was all in gold and just sung so beautifully, so well. Again, it just reminded me of like Whitney Houston, how Whitney Houston would perform at these award shows and just really give a stand-up performance. No pun intended, literally stand up. But go watch that performance, guys. Absolutely incredible, iconic performances. She performed Whitney Houston's song I Want to Dance with Someone, okay, at the Lincoln Center, okay? I believe this was back in 2019. Now, she doesn't have Whitney's like volume in terms of voice. Like, Whitney's voice is clearly bigger. Whitney has one of the biggest voices ever. That's why she However, still kills it, still gives it in her style, still beautiful, still sounds very well, still a great vocal act. And I love the fact that she sings a lot of Whitney Houston songs because it goes to show what she's going for. Okay, I feel like Cynthia Erivo knows what type of artist she is and what she's going for. So her even singing Whitney Houston songs is a great indicator. I mean, Whitney Houston songs are such classics, but it's also a great indicator of what she's building, the momentum of a type of artist that she's building. She did a performance in 2023, which with the National Symphony Orchestra, okay, and she sung Somewhere. This was another golden moment. Incredible vocal performance, incredible performance. And the reason also why I compare her to Whitney is that not only is she a great vocalist, because you could be a great vocalist, but she's also a great performer. Okay, people don't understand that. Whitney was not just a great vocalist, but Whitney was a great performer. Whitney will make incredible eye contact with the stage. Whitney would use her hand gestures to kind of narrate and tell the story of what her vocals were doing. Whitney was a performer, okay? She was very conscious of the audience. And a lot of her performances weren't just winged, but they were kind of premeditated to cater to the audience. That's why I just don't consider her a great vocalist, but a great vocal performer. And with Cynthia Erivo, with this performance with the Symphony Orchestra, another great example. Cynthia Erivo is a performer, so not only can she sing well, but she can perform, she can relate to the audience, she can connect to the audience, she can give the audience that eye contact, okay? She can move with her vocals and her expressions. Incredible. But her performing with the Symphony Orchestra, again, very Whitney coded. Whitney has done some incredible performances with huge orchestras. Okay, that's that archetype of a vocalist. You know, one of their big things is doing a vocal performance with a huge symphony orchestra. She also performed Imagine at the GLAAD Awards, and she looked absolutely gorgeous, very stunning. Another great vocal performance, okay? These are performances, again, that give me that Whitney Houston vibe. And then another classic song, and she performed this with Ariana Grande, which I thought was amazing, and that's why I did that comparison with Ariana Grande, Cynthia Erivo, Mariah Carey, Whitney Houston. So if you haven't seen that video, go check it out. They sung When You Believe, which is a classic, iconic duet between Whitney and Mariah. Now Cynthia, she does it with Ariana Grande, but she also does a solo performance, and that solo performance, she literally, if you look at the audience, and the audience is such a great indicator, and this is why I'm giving her a little bit of comparisons to Whitney. She is able to grasp their emotions. The people in the audience, as they're listening to her sing, are literally emotional. You see a lot of emotional people getting emotional. That's how great her performance was. Really good. And again, this archetype of an artist where they can sit there and sing and capture everyone's soul and heart, that's very Whitney Houston coded, and we just don't see those types of performances anymore where someone's just standing and singing and just takes your heart. Also, the style of music that she's doing really big, huge ballads. Again, Whitney Houston, ballad queen. So again, the type of music material, the type of performance, and the reaction that she can get on from the audience when she's on stage, very Whitney Houston coded. And then her Alfie performance of the song Alfie, okay, at the 2023, it was a performance that was giving ode to Dionne Warwick, okay? They were celebrating Dionne Warwick and all her music, and Cynthia Erivo sung Alfie, and oh my goodness. It's again, what I love about this performance is how much time she takes with it, the different complexities, the clarity in her tone. That is so important, especially when you're being compared to Whitney. One of the biggest important things is clarity within the tone.
Something even non-believers can believe in. I believe in love, Alfie. Without your love, we just exist, Alfie. Until you find love you missed.
Cynthia has that clarity, that crystal clear voice where it's soulful, because a lot of times you can be very soulful and like catch everyone's emotions, but what made Whitney Houston, I feel like, stood out from a lot of the soul divas is that she was not only soulful but also clear. Her voice was so clear in terms of the way she pronounced the words, to the tone of her voice, clarity. And that's the same thing I get from Cynthia Erivo. She's a soulful singer, but also a very clear singer. She has the clarity in her voice. This performance was amazing. Even the dress that she wore, again, Whitney Houston coded with the beautiful gowns. Cynthia Erivo has an incredible style, so just her presence in general really sometimes screams Whitney Houston, because Whitney Houston used to be dressed in these beautiful skinny gowns, and Cynthia Erivo was just giving me the same energy. Not only are these songs like vocal songs, but they're hard songs. If you're going to be compared to Whitney, if I'm going to do any type of comparison to Whitney, you have to sing complex songs, very hard ballads. Alfie is not an easy song. A lot of these songs that she's singing are not easy. Okay, these are complex, very hard songs for the top vocalists, the Patti LaBelle's, the Mariah Carey's, Mariah Carey when she was in her prime, you know, the Whitneys, the Celine Dion's, you know, these are for the top vocalists. So Cynthia Erivo, not only is her performance amazing, the voice is clear, again, that's a A+, but also the difficulty level of her work. And then her iconic I'm Here, okay, for the 70th Tony Awards. That performance, oh my God, so iconic, well deserved. It won her award. I mean, incredible performance, and I think it really showed that this girl is not playing. The belting, the emotions, what she was able to give. So I say that all to say, Cynthia Erivo is in a very interesting position. She has now reached mainstream success, mainstream recognition with Wicked. She's literally a superstar now. Like, everyone knows Cynthia Erivo. And the fact that everyone knows her is only going to help with her music career that she's entering in, because she already has the attention of the audience, of the public. Okay, they don't got to sit here and worry if she's going to grasp people's attention. She has the attention. So the possibility of a successful music career is definitely there. And then with her talent, her musical ability, very much there. And she's such a unique look. Like, her look is unique. Her artistry is unique, because again, vocalists are not popular anymore in music, in the music mainstream. And even when a singer can sing, they don't sing the types of songs that show complexity. They don't sing those huge ballad songs. You know, with an exception of like Adele, we haven't had a big vocalist in the mainstream world. So Cynthia Erivo, to me, I feel like she could be such a successful music star if this is done right, because you know how these labels can sometimes just BS. But if this is done right, she could be such a successful act, because she has everyone's attention. She has an incredible amount of talent, a beautiful voice. And she's in a lane that a lot of people are not occupying, which is this vocalist lane in the pop mainstream. We don't have that. So it's a lane that really sticks out to her. And then on top of that, she has the attention of the world. She's in the biggest movie right now. So I say that with all being said, you know, Cynthia Erivo, there will never be a next Whitney Houston, okay? Clickbait, clickbait. But that Whitney Houston-esque, okay, another huge vocal pop star could be manifested through Cynthia Erivo. So I'm really excited that she has a label, that she has a whole album done. I'm really curious to see what it sounds like. What is she going for? Is she going for more of a ballad type of sound? Is she going for more of an R&B type of sound? Is she going pop? I'm really excited to see. I really want to know. So are you guys excited for Cynthia Erivo's music career? Do you want to see what she's going to take? Do you see her occupying like this kind of like Whitney Houston-esque type of role? Not literally Whitney Houston, but like that vocal performer. Because we don't have that. It's a lane that we don't have. And she can occupy it so well. So let me know what you think about Cynthia Erivo. Do you think she's going to be the next music star? Let me know in the comment section below. I really feel like if the label does the right thing behind her, she has huge potential to go freaking huge. So I'm excited to see what she's going to do. Let me know in the comment section below. And I'll check you guys out on the next video.